morning, people of internet lands. Welcome back to another bus vlog. I hope you're all doing well. I currently have 2 other videos on my desk that I haven't finished editing, but by the time you see this video I will have finished editing, I think. Whatever. Anyway, today is another field trip. It's very local. So, because it's local, they said I didn't have to go pull somebody's new bus. I can just drive 23. Today is Tuesday the 10th as I record this, and yes, we are still in 23, but as you may or may not have seen in the last video, I don't know if I included the clip or not. Obviously you'll know by the time you watch it. 99 was in the shop and had like half of the engine ripped open, so yeah, they were doing that. The parts.
116 to Pine Grove.
Shut up. Shut up. The parts did come in, so that's what they were doing. They were in there giving 99 some love. So we don't have to be at the school until 9:45. It's from one of the middle schools. So what we're gonna do is go get some fuel because this bus seems to absolutely drink it. I did find out this bus has a 50-gallon tank. That's 50. If you see my previous videos, you'll know that 99 has a 60-gallon tank. 60. So yeah, I found out the hard way this bus has less fuel than I thought, because I only go about 2 days, maybe 2.5, and then I have to refuel. So we're gonna get some fuel. I'm gonna go back there and kind of sweep out the sand, make sure all the trash is taken out, just make sure the bus is ready for the field trip. But first, on our way back to the yard, I'm stopping at Circle K. Why am I stopping at Circle K? Because I need coffee and a snack. It's too early for this. I normally would do that after leaving the bus yard on my way to my other day job. But since I'm not doing that, I'm just gonna drive straight there. May as well stop there on the way. Which presents a bit of a pickle that I'll show you where we have to park school buses at Circle K. There's one particular area that you have to park in, and then I have to go lock the back door so that people don't break in. We are kind of on the sketchy side of town ish. It's the edge of the sketchy side of town, I should say. Right, so here's how we do this. I can park in the grass right there, I think. So what I'll do is I'm gonna come in here and then back up onto that dirt. Or I could just park right there, I guess. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make sure I don't block up the crosswalk, and the air compressors are over there, so I'm not gonna be blocking those. Yeah, I think right there is fine. Cool. We'll park there, and I will go get something to munch on. Kill those, make sure my heaters are off. I'm not gonna bother with a post trip because, well, not writing it down anyway, because we're about to go back to the yard. But when I get to the yard, I need to remember to turn that route off and switch it over to field trip mode. I tend to forget that. We'll kill that, close that, shut that off, parking brake neutral, okay. Shut you down, accessory. And we'll walk back here. And do that. And lock the back door like so. You're on my head, so you probably couldn't see that well, but there you go. I locked the back door. I'm not sure why they put that on the floor. Oh crap. Crappity crap crap. Somebody left their lunchbox. That's not good. They need that. Frick. Okay. I'll set that there. I need to decide what to do with that, if I have time to run back to the high school or not. Actually, I say that. I don't know if that came from a high schooler or a middle schooler. I can't even hardly read the name. Okay, well, I guess I'll wait and see if a dispatcher or somebody calls me. Right, in Circle K we go. Release that. And go out here. Close that, and then if I can figure out which key it is. One of these. I'm gonna say this one. No. Okay. Maybe the other one. I'm trying to hold a GoPro in one hand while I do this. Alright. I think that has locked it. No. Maybe to the left. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Go for that one. Never mind, not going for that one because it's literally just water. Great. Right, we've successfully made it across the parking lot because, as we all know, my mother thinks that's a dangerous activity. Anyway, what have we here? We have went and got a can of coffee since the machine decided to spit out just straight water. Circle K is a bit unpredictable like that. We've got some of these, which are good. Go try them. And then just for the heck of it, I threw in a Hershey bar last second because why not? So, grab my keys and go in. Nope, never mind that. Gotta go back here and unlock the back door first because I'm an idiot. Flip that, flip that, flip that back down. And walk back up here. Now we get to play the fun game of trying to actually get out of this Circle K going the correct direction. Because you either have to go out over there and cross the road to go this way, or you have to go out right here and turn to the right, but then cross the road to get in the turn lane to go that way. So this could be interesting. Okay, now that I'm actually thinking this through, this might have been actually a bad idea. Because I'm gonna have to reverse. Well, no, that's doable. I'm gonna have to reverse into the dirt patch and just hope that nobody comes in that entrance while I'm doing it. So I'll throw the hazards on. I'll move this way so I can get off the curb and throw it in reverse. And start praying. I have a backup alarm, white lights on the back, and my hazards, so should be fairly obvious what I'm doing, but I'm going to shimmy to the right side so that I'm out of the way if somebody comes in. Nobody behind me, still good. Still good. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Almost to the dirt. Just about. There's the dirt, found it. I didn't think it was gonna thunk quite that hard. All right, now part 2 of this is how to get across into that turn lane without blocking up the entire road. We're actually clear that way, so I'll swing way the heck out and spin it round like a glove. Told y'all I was professional. Or as I like to say, professionally unprofessional. Or unprofessionally professional. However you want to look at it. Do what?
What's up, Lane?
Howdy. You up there?
I was just doing the same thing, getting fuel. I was like, it's a Tuesday, nobody should be here.
Yeah. Say hello to you.
Hey guys.
This is Dave. You may see him in the comments section. All right. 23, pretending to be 99, has been refueled. Got that taken care of. Spoke to Dave for a few minutes. Now I just have a little bit of time to kill, actually, until we have to leave. It's currently about to be 9 o'clock, and we have to be there ready to load at 9:45. It'll take about 15 minutes to get there from here. I just realized I'm in a shadow, sorry about that. So I'm reckon if we leave about 9:25, 9:30, we should get there in plenty of time. But at the moment, I'm gonna walk around the yard and show you a couple things. All of these C2s right here are in for their 20-day service, or most of them, I think, as are most of those spare buses. There's no way that many of them broke. I'm sure that's the service. You'll also notice the bus wash is getting repaired. Yay! So at some point we will actually be able to drive into the bus wash and get clean. Until then, everybody has been using these pressure washer, water hose, etc. There is, for all of you wondering where 99 is, she's right here. She was in the shop bay yesterday, and they had like half the engine ripped apart. And now she's along the back fence over here behind the other side of the bays. Basically, this is where buses get put when they have a lengthy extended project. So in this case, they're trying to get all those other buses serviced and turned around, so the longer length projects get put on hold, and they usually get stuck over here by the fence. So the parts are here. They are doing the best they can, but as you just saw in the spare bay, there's a lot. As you just saw in the spare bay, there's a lot of buses trying to get turned around and get serviced. So she's going to be sitting here for a little bit longer. We're going to be on bus 23. Not that I have a problem with that at all, but there you go. She's fine. She's just hanging out over here. Okay, I'm just getting ready to leave, but I have a question. I have a question. What is this? What are you and why are you here? That is definitely not our bus. What in the world? I just came outside of the shop and that thing was there, so I don't know. But we're about to get ready to leave. All right, let's hit the road. Noises everywhere. Trucks and other trucks and my engine and air conditioning. I was funneling air in the window and it's so loud in this bus. It's so loud in this bus. I'm gonna end up watching this video back and realizing that it's not as loud as it sounds to me. Probably. Somewhat, maybe, perchance. Conveniently, driving down the same road that I go down every morning, it only takes about 8 or 9 minutes to drive from the school to where they're going, and they have to be there at 10:15. Which is why, if we don't get there at exactly 9:45, it's perfectly fine. I still don't know what to do with that lunchbox. I will probably set it up on the dash somewhere and just hope that a kid this afternoon claims it. I would have taken it to the school, but I can't figure out what the name on top of it says, and I don't know what I don't know what school it came from. It could be the middle school. It could be the high school. It could be the high schoolers from the other bus that I pick up. You know, I don't know where it came from. There's a difference between me and some of the drivers we have. If we take a bus on a trip that's beyond a certain distance out of town, company, or I guess county policy is you grab a newer, younger, lower mileage one that's less likely to die. And so I do that, but they'll let you kind of take whatever if it's just around town. And some drivers will use any field trip, no matter how short, as an excuse to try and take somebody's newest bus they can find. Then there's me. I'm like, I will take my own bus, thank you. They have to force me to take a newer one whenever that comes up. I'll take 99 on a around town trip any day, or in this case 23. I asked them, when they told me I was doing this, I said, hey, just in case you didn't know, I'm still on 23. Is that all right if we're just driving around town? They're like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, all right, cool. Drive my own bus. I don't care. I don't take a new one unless they tell me to. Mainly because it's unnecessary. I say it's unnecessary. There's valid reasons for it, but Alfa Romeo. You don't see very many of those around here, probably because one, we're all broke, and two, most of them are all broke. Broken, I should say. Come on, traffic, get out of my way. That was a horrible accent, but you get the point. I did try going in that place to get my phone battery replaced because my phone battery is horrible. For those of you who have an iPhone, if you go to like the battery health thing and it gives you the percentage of its original charge that it can still do, mine's at like 70 something %, and it dies pretty quickly. But I went in there and they said, yeah, it's gonna take an hour and a half, and I was like, really? I was expecting like 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. Nope. They said it'll be an hour and a half, and I said, well, I will come back another day because I don't have time for that. Then what's weird, doing my route, I come out this way, so I'm always wishing the light would change. Now I'm hoping it won't change. Don't change, don't change, don't change, don't change, don't change. That's a tongue twister. Don't change, don't change, don't change, don't change, don't change. Thank you. I'm gonna swipe that left lane because rather than going way the heck down there, I think I'm just gonna turn at the McDonald's and go down this way. Supposedly it'll be shorter. Or less turns, anyway. You lying son of a gun, Siri. That's okay. I can deal with it. I don't know if you've noticed in my POV driving, but the air ride seat in this bus is a heck of a lot bouncier than 99 is. 99 is pretty stiff. It doesn't really move much. Whereas this thing just floats constantly, which is fine, but it also means that I hit a few bumps a little bit too fast because I'm anticipating the seat not really moving, and then next thing I know, this thing's trying to lawn dart me into the ceiling. I haven't been down this section of this road recently. I didn't realize how much tree debris was still down here. Yeah, right here is where I come out from my route. So I come out this way and then take this road all the way to the school. On the brakes, on the brakes. Downshift. On the brakes, on the brakes. I tell you what, I have never missed 99's engine brake as much as I do coming down that hill. Because you get to a certain point, the brake pedal on this bus, you get to a certain point, and after that it does nothing. And it feels like you're pushing into a brick wall. Which 99's feels like you're pushing into a brick wall, but it's still somewhat effective when you hit that brick wall. This thing, no. And this bus doesn't have an engine brake, so my best bet is to take this thing and force it into 4th gear, which, by the way, don't do that if you're over 55 miles an hour because you will tear something up. But the revs then spike up to about 2600, and you can create a little bit of artificial engine braking by downshifting like that. You just have to know, you have to have an idea of what the RPMs are gonna do, because you don't want to damage something. Okay, now this is problematic. 99 to station 1.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm back here behind. Got this gate shut. Do you know how to open it? Okay, we have the gate opening. Right. So they said, I'm assuming that first curb is where we're going. Question mark. Oh my Daisy Ridley. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I hit the bump too hard and it's like, well, you're now gonna go through the ceiling. All right, now they said the first entrance. I can see people inside the building. And this little green guy says no parking. Well, heck with you, buddy. I'm the bus. I'll park wherever I need to park. I think right there's probably fine. Right up to the curb. That'll do, donkey. Fast idle. Right, I'm gonna take this thing off my head and try to get the red marks off my forehead. So you can now anticipate a jump cut to something. We have a very, wow, that's a red mark on my forehead. That's what happens when I wear the head mount thing. Anyway, we'll overlook that. I have just realized we have a very historic moment going on inside this bus. And if you've been around school buses, you'll understand why this is historic. Okay, let me show you. Every single window in this bus, I have now gotten all the way up and perfectly straight. Now, if you've ever been around International or Bluebird buses, you will know that this is a very, very rare and very, very impossible feat, because they always get stuck crooked. Don't believe me? Go find any International or Bluebird bus nearby you and look at them, and at least one of these windows will be stuck in a slightly saggy, crooked position. Now, I'm assuming that the latches on these don't all work. So are they gonna stay this way? Probably not. Am I gonna have to walk around and move them back up? Probably. But let it be known that at least one time in my career doing this, I did get an International where I got all the windows to stay perfectly straight and all the way up. That's a monumental feat in my book anyway. You probably don't give a crap, but you gotta appreciate the little things in life sometimes, right? I'm a wee bit confused. I've had two different messages from a teacher and my dispatcher. I can't figure out what entrance they're coming out of. I don't know what's going on. We have dropped them off. I now get to, I guess, go chill at the house for a few minutes. I have to be back here at noon to pick them up. gonna stay green forever. Good God. Why? You easily could have gone past and they could have just turned after we went by. Don't do stuff like that. You can't go that way. Stupid. They've got the turn lane blocked off for a reason, and the entire road is barricaded. No, I'm going to hog up traffic so I can turn onto a road that right now doesn't exist. Freaking idiot. Update. I ended up going into the house and meant to continue editing those previous 2 videos until the exhaustion hit me like a brick. So I snoozed for about an hour and then got up. And now I'm fighting off a random nosebleed while I drive back to go pick them out. Today's been weird. Alright, now I figured out when I came in here the first time that apparently this ring road goes all the way around the building. I didn't know that. So instead of turning around in the grass, I can just go this way. I feel like this road probably wasn't meant for school buses, but sod it, I'm doing it. That's a tight curve. Doink. Have been successfully redelivered to the school. Now I've got a weird time gap before my afternoon route, so I don't know, I guess I'll go back to the house or something. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya! Alright, well that was an interesting way to end the night. Yeah, so where I intended the field trip video goes on tight. Anyway, I am joining you now from the driver's seat of spare bus 21. Apparently all I'm good at is breaking buses, because I got to the high school today and 23 said no more. What happened was, you know, on CE300s, the switch over here, on 99 it's above the door, where you flip it to release the air valve and then you can push the door open by hand. Yeah, 23 decided that switch was no longer going to work, and so the door had no air pressure and was just stuck flopping around. So what ended up happening was, instead of driving my shuttle full of kids from the high school to the middle school, I drove an empty bus from the high school to the middle school. All the kids dispersed onto other buses, and I had to take a piece of rope, tie it around the door handle on the outside, run it through the door, and then hold it right here. So I drove like this fighting against the wind to hold the door shut while I drove 23 to the middle school, where one of the mechanics drove straight from the shop with 21, met me there, and we swapped, and he brought 23 back, and I just looked in the shop and it's sitting in there, and I now have 21. So I'm not sure how many buses I'm gonna break before I get 99 back, or how many I'm gonna break, period. But yeah, this concludes my other field trip day. I now have 3 videos I need to go home and edit. It's been a crazy week, and it's so far Tuesday. So send help.